Hi there. Could I have a quick burst of level, please?
1, 2, 3. This is Ilkay Gundogan, press conference.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. If I could ask, please, for journalists to use the raise hand function. We'll promote you individually and take the questions in sequence. If I can also, there will be no embargo in today's press conference, so we're just running everything as live. So I'm going to start by promoting Ben Ransom. Bear with me, Ben.
Where is he? Ah, that was someone else.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
There we go. Hopefully you can see me now, Ilkay.
Yes.
Brilliant. Look, Ilkay, the manager has spoken in recent weeks about the difficulty of having to pick a team for this final and perhaps the more difficult task of leaving some players out. You have played in a Champions League final before. I wonder if you can take us back to 2013 and can you let us know how you felt when you got the news you were going to be starting in that game and obviously what it would mean to you to be selected again to play this weekend?
First of all, I don't know if I want to remember that day because obviously we were not able to win it. But jokes aside, it was a great achievement for us, for that young Dortmund side, you know, to get into the Champions League final, beating Real Madrid in 2 legs in the semi-final. You know, it just felt like we were on a run, and we weren't not thinking much about anything. And that was maybe also the good side of it, that we went just out on the pitch, you know, to play, to enjoy, to have fun, to win, and there was not much else, and that's why I don't really know what the feeling should be like, you know, because obviously everyone is different. There are some maybe thinking a lot about that final already in previous weeks, you know, after reaching it. There are maybe some who were able to just put it on the side, focus on the rest of the Premier League, and maybe start thinking about it right now. At the end of the day, I feel like it's just about being prepared, and everyone knows himself the best, being just prepared as good as possible, you know, for that special game, obviously for everyone, not just for us as Man City. I'm sure it's for the Chelsea players the same. So it's probably the biggest game of all of our lives, of our careers so far. And obviously we will try everything that's possible to be able to lift the trophy at the end of the 90 minutes. And that's what we are targeting. That's what we are preparing for.
Thank you, Ben. Andy Hansen.
Hello, Ilkay.
Hi.
I just wonder about, obviously you've experienced a Champions League final yourself, but there's not much other experience in the squad, and apart from the manager, of course. How important a role do you and the manager have in bringing to the squad this week what you know about this occasion?
I personally wouldn't overthink our roles, to be honest. I mean, of course, the manager always has the responsibility, you know, to try to work on the right tactics, on the right approach for the game. But I don't think it changes anything because it's the Champions League final. I'm 100% sure he prepares us for every single game as good as he can. So that's why I don't feel like there's much I could give. I could tell my teammates from my experience from the final in 2013, because at the end it's a big game. It's a final, and every final is different. Everyone deals with the pressure different of playing that big game. So what I just try to do is I can just try to, you know, keep up the levels as high as possible. Try to get everyone working still 100% on the training sessions, on every single training session, you know, like not to leave just 1% out of it. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do all season long. So it doesn't change anything in the approach of having the last week now before that big game. And as one of the captains, that's also my responsibility. So that's what we are trying to do with the whole squad. And we know the responsibilities, and that's what we're doing.
Thank you, Andy. David Anderson.
Hi, Ilkay. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, just ask you about Thomas Tuchel, because you had your last season at Dortmund when he was manager. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
What were your impressions of that? That was his first management job, wasn't it?
No, I think that he was in Mainz before, Thomas Tuchel. But for me, to be honest, it was great to have him one more year. I honestly didn't expect much when it was announced that he's gonna be the new manager. I was even in talks maybe to leave the club, but I remember I had one phone call with him, and he kind of presented himself to me, when I was on holiday in the summer break, and it was actually a really good call. He tried to explain me a few things, how he wanted us to play, how he wanted us to train. And every single thing he said, he really proved during that season. And I was surprised how well he was working with the team, how well his approach to the game was, how well known he was in terms of tactics. And I really enjoyed it. I think he taught me a lot. I think he's a great manager. I've said it over the last few years several times, I'm sure. And now it's just nice for me that he's able to prove it also in the best league in the world, in the Premier League, and that he did so well with Chelsea in this very difficult season, also for them, and was able to get them into the Champions League for the next season, which maybe a lot of people didn't expect when he was presented. So that proves to me that he's a great manager. He proved himself. He's a really good guy. I really like him and his coaching stuff. And I'm looking forward to play against them.
Thank you, David. Dom Dietrich.
Hi, okay, how's it going?
Hi, all good. Thanks.
Good stuff. I just wanted to ask, what advice would you give to a young player like Phil Foden going into a Champions League final on Saturday as one of the leaders in the dressing room, and how important is he to this team?
Phil has become one of our main players, to be honest, throughout the season. He's doing incredibly well. He improved in so many things, in so many details of his game, mainly in taking also the right decisions at crucial times. For such a young age, it's really impressive. So I wouldn't recommend him to change anything, to be honest, from what he did over the last few weeks. He's doing great. He's one of the game changers for us, and he can be one also on Saturday. But there's no need to put anyone under pressure, because everyone has done the right things in the last few months in such a difficult season. So I don't think there's much we should change. It's just about maintaining that level, that form, and going with that attitude into the game Saturday. That's enough, not more.
Thank you. Next we go to Arthur Quexada.
Yes. Hello, Ilkay. Are you listening?
Yes, I hear. Yes.
All right. No, my question is about Fernandinho. He could become the first Brazilian player to lift a Champions League as a captain. What kind of leader is Fernandinho, and what was his importance for the change of attitude of the team this season, especially in the bad moment of the season?
I really can't impress how important Fernandinho is to us as a group. He's immense. Obviously, he didn't get maybe as much game time as others in the squad in this season, but he exactly knows his role. He exactly knows his responsibility. He exactly knows what he has to do and what he has to say in the right times as well. And this is what a leader is. A leader is not always the one maybe who is scoring the goals or who is playing every single minute who has the best passing rate, whatever. A leader is someone who's not scared also to say in bad moments the truth, and to have that sense of empathy inside himself, and to understand his personal role. And even though his personal role from a sporting perspective was maybe not the easiest one, the way he handled it was just incredible, I think, during this difficult season. And he is a big part of our success in this year. And when he played amazing. So this is what I expect from a group that is functioning, that every single player, and that's obviously a dream that is never really able to achieve, because all the different characters that you have. But if you wish to have the right characters in a squad, you wish to have a lot of players like Fernandinho, because it's just the right mindset that he brings into this group. And he's so important for us. I can't really describe it.
Thank you. Next we go to Alexis Hontag.
Hello, Ilkay.
Hi.
Some fans will be attending the game in Porto. What difference does it make for you players to have fans in the stadium, especially for a final?
It's just great. I think it's especially a great occasion also for our fans, of being able to be for the first time in the Champions League again in this season, in the stadium, and straight away in the final. This is, I think, a great possibility for all the fans that are traveling. So for us, it's also great for us players. I mean, at the end, we started to love this game because of the emotions, that are transported from outside to the pitch, from the pitch to the outside. So the connection, between people on the stands and the players on the pitch was always something that we were used to. And then this got taken from us last year, and it's been difficult to deal with it. Even though also you get used to this thing. But it's great, to see people coming back into the stadiums, not just in our own stadium, also all around the league, in the Premier League, to have people back in the stadiums to watch, even when you watch, like from the television, and you see people on the stands again. It's just great. And this is again a special occasion, I think, to have people back in the stadium. And I'm sure it's going to be a great atmosphere, even though the stadium will not be full. I'm sure it will be a great atmosphere, and we players enjoy the game exactly like that, exactly with people on the stands cheering us.
Thank you, Alexis. Next we'll go to Jack Gorn.
Hiya, Ilkay. You were talking about the group functioning before, and given what you've achieved this season, particularly since Christmas, have you ever gone into a big game more confident than you are now?
I don't know, because we play so many big games, but obviously this one stands out. But I don't really know, to be honest. It's a difficult question. I just feel like because everything has worked so well during all the season, during all the years for us, I just feel like we have the right dynamics now in the group, and everything is quite set. And that's why I just feel comfortable, and that's why I feel that we are prepared for it. So it's just about repeating what we already did, just reminding ourselves again, and not just on Saturday, already this week. And then I will go into that game with the same confidence that I probably went into all the games before. That's the target.
Is that a big thing with the characters in the dressing room, though? You say the dynamics are all right. You've got these massive characters in the dressing room now.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's about getting used to each other, getting used to all the individuals that you have, and this is what makes a group strong, I feel like. And we voted for 5 captains in the beginning of the season, so obviously these people which I'm part of, have maybe a little bit more responsibility than others. But it's always about bringing the whole group, into the right direction. When you feel like there might be a little danger, there's something, in the air that you might be able to smell, and you don't want to lose someone, on the way throughout the season. So this is very important, and all the players had difficulties, throughout the year. So everyone had maybe a little issue. Some might be a little bit bigger, some might be a bit smaller, but that's quite normal. We all struggle, and it's about like bouncing back from struggles, reacting well from struggles, and the only people who can really support you are the players that you are at the end also on the pitch with. So that's what we always have to say ourselves, that is our responsibility.
Thanks, Jack. Next we'll go to Dom Farrell.
Hi, Ilkay.
Hi, mate.
First, just want to ask about your fitness. You got a kick against Brighton. You didn't come on yesterday. How's the leg? Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was a little bit cautious in that Brighton game because of the knock on my knee. I started to feel all the muscles around a little bit, and I didn't want to pull anything on my muscle, so that's why we were a little bit cautious. But I didn't miss any training session after that game, so I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking.
Thank you, Dom. Martin Hardy.
Hi, Ilkay.
Hi, mate.
What would you say are the similarities and differences between Pep and Thomas Tuchel, and how crucial will the battle be between them on Saturday?
I think they are very similar, to be honest, and I'm a bit struggling to mention any differences because I think both are great managers, tactically on such a high level of the game, that both are always able to deal with possible difficulties that they might face during 90 minutes. Both of them are always able to adapt certain things into their game, and I think both of them have quality players now to work with, and this is also maybe a part why both teams reached the final, because of the perfect mix between having the right manager and also the right players, So I'm expecting a game on a very high level on Saturday, a very exciting game, two teams on probably the same level, and that's what will make it so exciting. Probably just little details will decide the game at the end. And of course we will try to put these details into our favor.
Thank you, Martin. Final question we'll take from Simon Evans before we go and fetch Pep Guardiola for the second part of the press conference. Simon. You're on mute.
Hi, okay.
Hi, mate.
Yeah, I've just, every year it seems people, the pundits and the experts are saying this is Manchester City's year. It seems like the Champions League has been like, even though you've had all this success at the club over the last few years, every year it's like they have to do the Champions League this time. And last year, that defeat to Lyon seemed to have a particular impact on Pep and on the team. I'm just wondering, how long did it take you to get over that defeat, and how much has it driven you this year? Has it been something that went into this season, even beyond a few weeks after that game?
Me personally, it took a while, to be honest, because it was a big disappointment at the end of the day. It was something maybe we didn't expect also ourselves, to lose that game. We felt quite good, we felt confident, and obviously when you feel like that and you lose it, you're frustrated, you're sad, you might be a little bit angry, but at the end of the day you don't have really a choice, and that's the good part in my opinion. So we went on holiday, we came back, we trained just a few days maybe, and we straight had to go into the next season. So we didn't really have a choice apart from just trying again. I feel this year maybe a couple of crucial things changed for us compared to last year. I remembered just before as well that as an example, against Monaco a few years ago, we conceded 3 goals at home. When we played Tottenham and they knocked us out, we conceded again 3 goals at home. When we played Lyon, we conceded 3 goals. And this year, it seems to be that we are just so stable, also in the back, concede just a few amount of goals. And that just helps us, to win even more. And I feel like we are very strong, we are stable. And this is so important in these crucial moments, especially in the knockout stages, in the big games, being able to defend well, not to concede, is obviously a big advantage. And same is as well for Chelsea, to be honest, because they seem also to be very stable at the back. They also just concede few amount of goals. And maybe on Saturday it's going to be about who's able to deal better with a team that will defend on a very high level.
Okay, thank you guys. We'll be back with Pep
Thanks, guys.
shortly.
Cheers.
Thank you.